So my question is, how many hours do you use mobile, and what do you do usually do? So if talk about, I use mobile 2 to 3 hours and use 3 application: Facebook, YouTube, and Coco FM, and Telegram also. Firstly, I talk about.
There are 4 applications.
I have many applications, but usually I use only four applications. So firstly, if talk about Telegram. In Telegram, I send video, audio recording, and whatever everything do in Telegram. And YouTube, I watch motivational videos and books, and many things I learned in YouTube. After that, I use Facebook. In Facebook, I watch how many candidates like my stories, and sometimes I keep stories only.
On Facebook you upload stories?
No,
means
no
photo.
sir. Yes, no sir. Don't upload. Only keep story. Only 24 hours. For
Story means any
only
photo.
No sir.
Status you upload.
Yes
on
sir.
Facebook.
Yes sir. So and after that, I use Cuckoo FM. In Cuckoo FM, I listen book summaries. So according to me, mobile phone is very useful for our life. We should give too much time, because search new, we could news search new things, and we could learn that things. Thank you.
Okay, so please give her a big hand. She wanted I should ask some questions, but I'll not ask. I'll ask next time when we will start doing one-to-one discussion, and that we will start from next week. One-to-one discussion, that series we had started before some time, and that we will start after completing this week. Next.
So if I talk about me, so usually I use my phone to.
You talk about you, or you talk about the question?
So if I talk about my question.
Okay, your time starts now.
So if I talk about my question, so mostly I use 2-3 hours my phone, and mostly I use my phone study purpose, and mostly I use 3 application: WhatsApp, Telegram, and YouTube. So firstly I want to tell what I do in WhatsApp. So in a WhatsApp, my college group added, so I am unable to go every day my college, so where I get information and use full information, so that is very helpful for me. And if I talk about what I do in Telegram, so in a Telegram my college group added and my coaching group also added, so where I send recording, I mean tense recording, and whatever I learned from book, so I send recording. And if I talk about what I do in a YouTube, so sometime I listen English speeches, and sometime I watch motivational videos, and where I watch how can I build my career and how can increase my confidence. And I also watch that video like how can I improve my communication skill, because nowadays communication skill too important. If you have good communication skills, so you can convince anyone. Thank you.
You did not tell about Instagram?
Sir, I use Instagram but not much.
Okay, good. So please give her a big hand. Next. You like jaundice color?
Yes sir, I like jaundice color.
You know jaundice color?
Sir, I know.
You don't know jaundice color?
I think both two color. I think two color.
Two colors. In jaundice there are 2 colors. No, there is only one color. Jaundice means?
One color.
Okay, you will understand after some days. Okay.
Sir, yellow color is jaundice color.
No, I am not.
Because Mansi said it.
Mansi said this is jaundice color. First you will get to know what is jaundice, then you will understand.
So you tell me,
No,
because you are
I-
teacher, mine.
I am your teacher, but your time has started.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. So today my question is how many hours? What is your?
How long do you use phone?
Okay, sir. So again, start.
Start.
Good morning, everyone. So today my question is how many hours do you use smartphone? Here I am going to describe the how many hours use smartphone. According to me, I use one hour, but sometimes I use 1 and 2 hours. In that time, I watch motivational video and I watch English song and
watch Axar English Academy videos, and I listen English song and audiobook, and I use Google for word meaning and other information, and I use WhatsApp. I use WhatsApp chatting with my friends and my relative, and I use Telegram because Telegram in add my my coaching ad, and I send recording and tenses and model of other thing I do in Telegram, and sometime I watch comedy show and movie, and most of time I use phone only study purpose and education, online tested and online in classes, and most of student depend on smartphone because nowadays smartphone is most important, all work do in smartphone, like business work and business work and account work and study related purpose. So thank you.
So now you want, okay, please give her a big hand. So you want to know the meaning of jaundice? Jaundice means होता है पीलिया. Now you got to know. Next. How do you like jaundice color?
Yes sir, I like because yellow color my favorite color.
Start, sir. So the 1 minute practice question is, how many hours do you use phone and what all the things do you do? So if I talk about myself, so I use my phone approx 3 to 4 hours only for study, because nowadays I want to become a fluent English speaker. So I do all the things. I complete my all tasks, so it will take 3 hours approx. If I complete my task properly, so it will take 3 hours. So firstly I read book, and if I am not able to understand any word meaning, so I find out in search in Google, and one more applications in my phone, so I search and I find out that word meaning. And I also use YouTube for watching a motivational video, and I also listen book summaries. Nowadays I am reading The Power of Subconscious Mind, so if I am not understand anything when I read in English, so I listen Hindi summary, then I understand well. And I also use WhatsApp in my college group ad in WhatsApp, so I find out any information very easily, so it is not necessary for that I go college every day. And I also use Telegram group, that help me to in Telegram I send my recordings when I complete my task. So nowadays phone is very important for students' life. Thank you.
So you are added in Telegram group also. You are added in Axar English Academy Telegram group. So why do you come here?
Sir, because
you need not to go to college, like you are added in WhatsApp group. No need to go to college. Then why do you come here?
Sir, in my college, not everyday classes. That's why it is very important that
We should go weekly, monthly.
Yeah.
Some people go monthly, weekly
But
to just check
but in
what
my-
is running in.
But in my coaching, everyday classes running, so it is very important that I come here every day. That's
Okay, all right, good. Next. Are you energetic?
Yes, sir, I am energetic.
After having fast food?
Sir, I don't have fast food.
I don't take fast food.
Yes, sir. I took fast food 3 o'clock.
At midnight?
Yes, sir.
Fast food you took?
No, sir, only food.
Achha, food only, not fast food.
Yes,
No,
sir.
I am not talking about that fast food. I am talking about the food that makes you fast.
Sorry, sir. Okay, I start. The question is, how many hours do you use mobile and what do you usually? If I talk about how many hours I use mobile, I used mobile 3 to 4 hours earlier, but nowadays I use mobile only 1 to 2 hours because nowadays I don't have a much time. And I usually use in mobile WhatsApp, Telegram, YouTube, Google and Moz. And I use Telegram much because nowadays I am doing study online, offline both. And nowadays my coaching, my class in Telegram, and YouTube, Facebook, WhatsApp, Telegram are very good platform for women because through WhatsApp you can talk face to face your family member and other country. through WhatsApp call tell us your family member is living outside is very well, and because you can talk face to face, and Google and YouTube are very good platform for study. You can search all things whatever you don't know. We can say mobile is one type boon because we can do all work through mobile.
So how do you feel when you come here?
Sir, I feel hesitation little bit.
Today are you feeling?
Yes, I am feeling
Every
good.
day?
No, sir. Sometime.
Sometime I feel.
Yes,
You're
sir.
feeling today? Today you're feeling little bit more.
Sir, little bit, not more.
Okay, good. Please. Next. What are you waiting for?
Good morning, everyone. Today's question is how many hours do you use your phone and what all things do you usually? So if I talk about myself, so I use my phone 5 and 6 hours in a day, and mostly I use 3 apps: so YouTube, Insta and Telegram. So firstly I want to tell you what all things I do in YouTube. So in YouTube mostly I use for study purpose, because on YouTube I take online classes, and sometime when I get spare time, so I also watch English speeches and positive thoughts. And if I talk about Insta, so on Insta I follow many study related channel like English and GS and current affairs, so I get to knowledge about that, and because social media is the great source of knowledge, so I update myself from Insta. And if I talk about on Telegram, so on Telegram there is also I follow many I join in many study related groups, and also I send recordings on Insta in my coaching group. And I also use one app, Fluency, and I spend 30 minutes every day on that app. So phone is very important for students life, because it is very good for students, and it is very great source of knowledge. Thank you.
Okay, good. Next. I will call 2 extra people. They will hold you.
Today my question: how many hours do you use phone?
You need water?
No,
No water. S2?
no sir.
Start.
Sir, today I have cold.
You have cold?
Yes.
You're feeling cold today?
Yes sir.
So I should call doctor.
No sir.
So start. Bring your
Yes,
mic
sir.
closer.
If I talk about my question, so I usually phone 2 and 3 hours in every day, and mostly I use for study, and I use related to learning English, and my college work, and I use 3 and 4 application, and YouTube, Telegram, and WhatsApp, and sometime I use a dictionary, because nowadays I'm reading whole book. I'm not understand one meaning, and I search in dictionary word meaning, and sometime and mostly I use YouTube. YouTube application is very good for study and for entertainment, and many types of video in YouTube, and I watch motivational video. Sandeep Maheshwari, he is a very good speaker, and everybody understand this speech. Thank you.
Okay, good. Next, come. What are you waiting for? Same dress? So I know. This is your college dress.
Yes sir.
So you should wear this dress every day, and you should go to college.
So because sir, I don't go every day.
You don't
Go
go
everyday college.
because
That's why.
in college teachers don't teach,
Yes, sir.
or you don't study.
Sir, sometimes they
They
teach.
teach only
Yes, sir.
sometimes. So
Yes.
that's why you go sometimes.
Yes, sir.
So they tell you in advance that tomorrow I will teach.
Yes, sir. We ask that.
Will you teach tomorrow? Okay,
Sir, I start.
start.
So the question is, how many hours do you use a smartphone, and what do you usually do? So I use a smartphone 3 to 4 hours. I use in smartphone Google, YouTube, WhatsApp and Telegram. Mostly I use YouTube and Google because nowadays I don't have a book, so I do study from Google and I make notes from Google. If I talk about YouTube, so YouTube I use for watching study related video, motivational video and stitching related video, because when I don't understand something in college work, that time I watch video that topic, and after that I understand all the things easily. If I talk about what I do in WhatsApp, so WhatsApp I use for get college information. Thank you, sir.
And you don't upload status?
No, sir.
Bhagwan ji ke?
No, sir. Sometime I upload. That time, sir, when any festival, that time I upload.
When I need to talk God, I just upload status. Okay, good. So please give her a big hand. Next. Why? Why you don't want to come?
Sir,
Give me
please.
Reason. Tell me reason, I will not call.
Okay, I will come.
You don't have reason, that's why.
I have a reason, but I cannot.
I want to come.
So today's question is how many
थोड़ा
hours?
अलग तरीके से आ जाना चाह रहे थे.
No, sir. The question is how many hours do you use phone and what are all the things you usually do. So if I talk about this question, so I use my mobile phone 2 to 3 hours, and I use 2 or 3 application, but mostly I use YouTube for watching motivational video and speeches, and when I do not understand anything, so that time I search on Google and I understand easily, and I use Telegram for sending my audio, and there are the coaching group. I am added in a coaching group and I learned many things from this group, and
In which group you are added?
morning batch.
What do I send there? I don't send anything there.
Are sir notes?
Acha, you just make notes.
Notes.
You make videos.
Yes, sir.
Videos, notes you make. And you don't waste your time on...
Sometime I waste my time on Instagram when I use that application, so I forgot.
How long I have spent here?
Yes, sir.
So you
And
watch
I
reels?
lost also. No, sir. And I lost lots of MB there. Because yes, sir.
So what do? You watch reels?
No, sir. I just watch only for story.
So you watch stories.
Yes.
You don't create your own story.
No, sir.
You don't have any story.
No, sir.
So make your story and then create, and after that upload it.
I do not like, sir.
You don't like to make stories. You like to watch other stories.
Yes,
उनके
sir.
जीवन में क्या हो रहा है?
Yes.
Okay, good. Please give her a big hand. Next, come. Axar.com. You don't button this button? You don't button this shirt? I want to be Don.
No, sir.
Don का
I
इंतजार.
have to have ritual just.
Don का इंतजार बस एक बटन कर रहा है.
Morning, everyone. My name is Mohammad Khusran. Today I have to speak. How many hours do you use mobile?
How do you speak? You start थोड़ा उसमें pause लो, थोड़ा तेज बोलो, थोड़ा तेज. वो एक ही. My name is Khusran. I am going to tell you about that. How many hours do you use phone and what all the things do I do? ऐसे कौन बोलता?
How many hours do you use mobile phone and what all the thing do you do? So, if I talk about me, I always use mobile phone for 4 months. Because for more than 4 months, because I am a habitual of using mobile phone.
4 months or 4 hours?
So I forget हो गया. सर आज भी नहीं सोया सर.
So your mind is not working. You don't sleep. This is the excuse you don't sleep.
Sir, I was sleeping in night in the day, and after that entire night I running in my room.
So why do you sleep in a day? You should sleep जब सोना चाहिए. That time you should sleep. Why do you sleep at in a day?
I don't care, sir.
Your mind is not working.
No, sir, working now. It's working.
It has started working.
Yes, sir. Morning, everyone. My name is Mohammad Kusan.
You continue. How many times will you tell your name? बस नाम ही कहते हो बस. Tell after
Good morning, everyone. My name is Mohammad Khusran, and today I have to speak about how many hours do you use mobile phone. So, if I talk about me, I always use mobile phone more than 4 hours because I am habitual of mobile phone. I study only 2 hours, and after that I waste my time because I can't avoid mobile phone. I using mobile phone since 1950.
1950. 1950 में आज़ादी के बाद 2015. So you got a smartphone in 2015.
Yes, sir.
And after that continuously you are using the same phone, or are you changed?
Sir. 3 or 4 phones, but before 2 years I use only one phone. I have to use only because सारे फोन पहले यूज कर लिए 2 साल के अंदर में. अब एक फोन को 2 साल 3 साल यूज करना पड़ेगा.
Okay, next. Who is left? What is this?
This is Bluetooth.
This is Bluetooth?
Yes,
I also have. Do you have Bluetooth? You should also wear. Do you have Bluetooth?
Yes, sir.
Everybody will bring Bluetooth from tomorrow. सारे लोग गर्दन में Bluetooth टांग के लाएंगे. He has many Bluetooths. Get photocopied. Start. You're looking smart today. What is the reason behind?
Thank you so much.
What is the reason?
Nothing.
Thank you.
Nothing.
Tell me reason.
Nothing special, sir. Every day
I look smart.
I look smart.
नहीं, today there is something special. नहा क्या है आज?
Yes, sir. सर आपको कैसे पता?
BTech student don't take bath. They take bath every Sunday.
I think you
Sunday is
No, sir. Every day I have to.
Okay. Don't talk each other. हाँ, please.
Okay, sir.
हाँ, you answer. Every day. BTech students.
I have to every day. I am bathing 3 times. Every day.
Three times you take bath.
Yes, sir. Every day I have to bathing in the. Okay, sir.
Why do you take bath 3 times?
Because of a morning
Because in
I
winter
have
you
to.
don't take bath.
Because of I have to come in coaching and after bathing, and I have to afternoon because of I make of food and I have to bathing, and evening 8 to 10 o'clock I am to bathing
I
because
have to
after sleeping.
Before sleeping.
Before sleeping.
So today all 4 baths completed in the morning.
No, sir.
Okay, first answer this question.
Okay, sir. Good morning, everyone. My question is how many hours use in mobile phone? Mobile phone I have to use. I use mobile phone 15 to 16 hours because of my work in I have to also defend in phone because of I have to mostly use Facebook and WhatsApp and Instagram because of some friends I have to connected in the after college in FB, and I have to also join in the WhatsApp because of depends on my work in a WhatsApp, share the some documents, and I have to log in this, and I have to also spend most time in our calls. Every day approx I have to call 70 to 80 approx calls I have to attend because of he is a customer, so because of I have to attending, and I have to waste my time in FB and Insta, and because of some friend I have to connected, and I have to use Telegram, and some studies group I have to connected like that to target group I have to attend in a quiz, and I have to attend in Axar group I have to also attend.
So use two words more, have to and because of. So we don't use have to everywhere.
Okay, sir.
Have to we don't use, and you use because of in
Okay,
most
sir.
of the sentences.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So where we use, that is more important. Okay, so keep trying. ये गलत इंग्लिश सही होगी धीमे धीमे, ठीक है. Your mistakes are proof that you are speaking. Earlier you are perfect in English because you are not speaking anything.
Yes.
But now you have started making mistakes, then you can improve. Okay, good.
Thank you, sir.
Next, come fast. One more minute is left.
Good morning, all of you. Today my topic: how many are use a smartphone? And I use a smartphone in 15 hours.
15 hours?
Yes.
Every day?
Yes, sir.
15 hours. And you don't complete your task? That's why you are not improving. You use phone for 15 hours and you don't
Yes,
complete
sir.
your task.
But I not complete your task only is a listening song and some Facebook use and WhatsApp usage and Zoom meeting and after some time.
And you don't work on English.
Yes,
You don't complete English work.
No, sir. I no complete.
Why don't you complete?
Sir,
You don't like to do this.
Sir, I like, but I thought in I want complete your task, but some problem.
What? No problem. That there is no problem. You don't want to learn English. Now you don't have will to learn English.
Sir, actually, I think this very long, very long question. 10-page reading book, translate and videos and recordings and very बहुत
So
long
it is time taking. तो अच्छा है कुछ भी मत करो. That is better that don't do. 10 पेज पढ़ना है तो कुछ भी मत पढ़ो, बहुत टाइम लगेगा. कहाँ तक पढ़ेंगे? What is the use of doing all this?
Actually, sir, first time is work is a very problem. Actually, I start in reading book, but only 2 pages not understand is a sit.
You stop reading.
Stop, yes.
So you should read. You don't understand because you don't read. समझ में इसलिए नहीं आता क्योंकि पढ़ते नहीं हो. इसलिए नहीं समझ में आता है कि तुम पढ़ते हो. You should start reading. You will start getting. पढ़ना स्टार्ट करो. ये अच्छा नहीं लगता ना पढ़ना अच्छा थोड़ी ना लगता है. Do you like medicine? Do you like to take medicine?
No, sir.
दवाई खाना अच्छा लगता है?
No, sir.
Anybody likes? Does anybody like to take medicine? किसी को अच्छा नहीं
नहीं,
लगता.
sir.
फिर क्या करते हैं? फेंक देते हैं दवाई.
नहीं, but problem होता तो I take
We have to take.
yes.
तुम्हारे भी कैंसर है इंग्लिश का. You should take medicine.
Yes, sir.
और ये अगर नहीं अभी काम करोगे तो
मैं तो I think my thoughts in first in reading in Hindi book and after that in English book.
तो start doing all the things. You listen songs, you use 15 hours mobile phone. How will you improve your English? Okay, good.
Sir, thank you.
Next, who is left now? Neetu is left. Come. I'll ask questions. Gulabsa is left. Come fast. जल्दी से आ जाओ. जल्दी से last 1 minute. 1 minute और बचा है. How are you?
I'm fine.
You are more happy today? Do you have a smartphone?
No, sir, I don't.
I have a smart laptop.
Yes, sir.
So, how long do you use laptop?
Sir, 2 hours.
I use laptop.
I use laptop for 2 hours.
What do you do in laptop? क्या करती? What do you do in laptop?
Sir, I watch laptop in YouTube and YouTube and Telegram.
You connected? You have joined Telegram group?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And do you play any game in laptop?
No, sir.
I don't play games.
Yes, sir.
Bolo. I don't play.
I don't play game.
So what other things you do in your laptop? और क्या करती हो? I just study in my laptop.
Yes, sir.
And do you have any keypad phone? Keypad phone है?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I have.
Yes, sir. I
iPhone.
have.
I have iPhone जिसमें बटन लगे हैं. You have Jio keypad.
Yes, sir.
Full sentence बोलो. I have.
I have Jio keypad.
I have Jio keypad.
Yes.
So do you do anything in that phone? उसमें कुछ करती हो in Jio keypad?
No, sir.
That is useless. बेकार है.
No, sir.
That is not useless. So you make calls. You make calls from that number.
Yes,
से
sir.
कॉल करती हो?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I make calls. And YouTube, do you use YouTube? उसमें तो काफी छोटा छोटा दिखता होगा. Do you use YouTube
Yes, sir. I use YouTube.
in that smartphone, in that Jio phone? In Jio phone, do you use YouTube?
Yes, sir. Jio phone is use YouTube.
I use YouTube in Jio phone.
Yes, sir.
Or what should I ask? Ask some questions. Ask some questions. And other things, you are completing your task. How long do you use keypad phone? How long do you use keypad phone? Keypad phone कितनी देर चलाती हैं? How long do you use keypad phone?